Hello, Stella Hewer here again. I thought that this time I would just add to my previous video last week on what our sphere of influence is with regard to stress. So remember, we discussed the 3 circles of control, what I can control, understanding then what I can only influence, and then what is out of my control. And understanding those boundaries are really pivotal to understanding our place in the world and reducing stress, because a lot of our stress comes from exerting energy in the circle where we have the less influence or where we even have no control. So I just thought I would just enumerate here in my control. Somebody sent this to me on WhatsApp and I thought it's worth sharing. So in my control is my boundaries, what I allow myself to do, or how far I allow other people to come into my life. So my boundaries are my business. The goals I set, my thoughts, my actions, that's under my control. What I give my energy to, in other words, what I choose to do. Here's an interesting one, how I speak to myself. That's actually the subject of another video and chat sometime, because often we really abuse ourselves by the way we talk to ourselves. You know, that critical inner voice, right? And then how I handle challenges. So those are things that are within my control. And that's where my energy needs to be focused. Because if I don't focus my energy on what I can control, I'll end up impacting on other people, because they have to come and pick up the slack or pick up the pieces if I fall apart. Right. So what is out of our control? The past. I mean, we could talk for hours on that. So things that have happened in the past are the past, and it's out of our control. There's nothing we can do to change it. Even the future's out of our control. The actions of others. I'm not responsible for the way other people act, choose to live their lives, the decisions they make. This is a nice one, the opinions of others. I was kind of brought up, I always remember my mom saying to me, "Don't do that, Stella. What will people think of you?" And I literally grew antennae trying to decipher what everybody was thinking of me. And it's such a bad habit. That is like out of our control. What people think of me, I once read somewhere, it said, what people think of you is none of your business. None of my business. Right? So what happens around me, the outcome of my efforts. So even the outcome of my efforts, I need to accept responsibility for, but the outcome is out of my control. For example, if we're setting boundaries and it's not taken too well, as long as we did it in a kind way, what happens, the consequences, we have to let the chips fall where they fall. And how others take care of themselves. So we don't have to be the rescuer where we are always swooping in and rescuing other people from the decisions they make because of perhaps their poor choices. Anyway, I hope that that is something interesting to you. And we will chat again. Right, bye for now.